Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, medium, spellcaster, modern-day alchemist, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk about what's essentially the last week of May 2021. And there's a lot going on this week. However, the two most important things going on, that's what we're going to focus on today. And today comes along with today's forecast, comes with a special Fear Releasing Incantation and Ritual. So here goes. Starting on Wednesday, we are working our way towards a full moon lunar eclipse. Those are two things happening. The full moon, when things get really big and very, very intense, passionate and powerful, and the lunar eclipse, things are always very big, passionate, powerful, and sometimes exceedingly explosive whenever there's an eclipse, and a lunar eclipse, and this is a total lunar eclipse. So somewhere in the world, not in all places, but somewhere in the world, that lunar eclipse is going to be full and will be really seen and felt that way. We will all feel it though. So the full moon and the total lunar eclipse are going to affect all of us, no matter what your sign is. It will especially affect those who are Geminis, Sagittariuses, Virgos, and Pisces. And so if you're one of those four, do a lot of deep breathing and remain calm. If you're one of the other 8, do a lot of deep breathing and remain calm. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk about preparing for this major event. One, there's moon water. I love moon water. And so if you're watching any of these around the new or the full moon, you'll always hear me talk about moon water. Get yourself a vessel, either a pitcher or some sort of container that has a cover, or you can put a cover on it. Place water in it and put it in the windowsill so that it can get the rays of the moon. Or if you choose, you can put it outside if you feel comfortable doing that. The important thing, no matter where you put it, always place a cover, because critters will get in otherwise. You let this water set in the rays of the moon, and so 3 days before the full moon, there's the buildup. On the full moon, the 26th on Wednesday, that's the full moon, and then there's the 3-day release period. So let the energy build up, let it set overnight after the full moon and gather energy, and thereafter drink it, sip it, pour it into your tea, and cook with it. Do whatever you like with it, but make sure that the energy of this, you can spritz it on your body, make sure the energy of this wonderful, pretty intense, powerful full moon is a part of you, and that you're working with it instead of trying to keep up with it. Then the next thing that happens, oh boy, is Mercury is going to conjunct Venus. So you're going to think and you're going to feel, and that's going to be on the 29th. You're going to think and you're going to feel. But what you think is not always what you feel, and what you feel is not always what you think. So you're going to be asked to know the difference. You're going to be asked to take the extra few steps to notice the difference. And then you're going to be asked to use that information in a powerful and positive way. So the thing that we've all been talking about and looking towards, not necessarily looking forward to, but looking towards, is Mercury will go retrograde on the 29th. Again, because Mercury goes retrograde at least 3, if not 4 times a year, for 3 to 3.5 weeks each time. This is rarely a fun time. However, it doesn't have to be a horrid or horrible time. You can Make sure that you watch your words, Mercury, communication. You can make sure that you sign what you need to sign before Mercury goes retrograde or after retrograde. If you have to sign any papers, contracts, make sure that you get at least 3 experts who are not related to look over the paperwork. Also, make sure that you are understanding that big ticket items, this is not a time to buy them, not a time to buy either uh, big expensive furniture, houses, or cars. And since Venus is involved, because it's Mercury, houses, cars, Venus rules purses and jewelry and decorative items. So that's why we've got the furniture involved. Also, jewelry and decorative items. You want to be careful. If you can't live without that thing, you must have that thing. See if you can put it on some sort of a payment plan. See if they will hold it for you until June 22nd, when we're all released from Mercury retrograde jail. Now, the fear releasing fear releasing ritual and incantation, super important. So I will read this out to you, and I recommend that you do this and watch what happens. And watch what happens in your life over the next 3 months. And watch how you get your power back and how you release the things that have blocked you. So here goes. First is the ritual. You can light a candle and or incense if you prefer. It's not necessary, but if you'd like, go right ahead. On Wednesday, preferably morning, but at some point Wednesday, that is the lunar eclipse and the full moon, fill a cup with water and whisper your deepest fear into the water. Whisper. Still holding the water, take a minute to remember some of the ways this fear has impacted your life. Put those memories in the water too. Now, say goodbye to the fear and to the memories, and pour the water onto the ground, or, my personal favorite, pour the water into the toilet, and then flush the toilet, allowing your fears and the memories of how the fears have impacted your life to go away from you forever. After you pour the water onto the ground or you flush the toilet, speak the releasing fear incantation, which is, I call upon the power of this full moon, the lunar eclipse, and divine energy to gently, thoroughly remove this fear and its energy from me forever. And I willingly release both of them now and for all time. That's important. I willingly release both of them now and for all time. So, happy full moon, happy lunar eclipse, and happy Mercury retrograde. We'll talk next week. Bye.